fantastic day. Now in this video I'm going to be trimming a couple of my carnivorous plants. As you can see, I've got them here, and what I do is I always keep them in about 2 inches of water, keep them all together so they're all keeping each other hydrated and keeps the humidity a bit higher. Now the reason why I'm doing this video is I've had a couple of people ask me, they said, Lynn, what do I do with my Venus Flytrap or my Nepenthes? The leaves are starting to go brown at the bottom, or they're dying off. Do you cut them off or do you leave them? Now you can leave them or you can cut them off, it's purely optional. I prefer to cut them off because not only does it make the plant look a lot neater, but it also reduces any chance of fungal infections, especially with things like the Venus Flytraps where the old brown leaves can sometimes hang around the bottom of the top of the surface of the soil. So I'm going to be showing you a couple of examples. I'm going to be trimming the dead old brown leaves off one of the Venus Flytraps, and I'm also going to be cutting the dead dried up pitches of the Nepenthes. So let's get going, shall we, guys? Now guys, what I've got here is one of my Venus Flytraps. This one's called the Slacks Giant because there's lots of different types of them, all different varieties. And as you can see here, these are the brown dried up parts. And especially with Venus Flytraps, it's very common for them to, as they form the new growth, die back. Now in the winter, if the temperatures are cold enough, they will sort of have a bit of an overwintering period where they will die back and go back into a bit of a bulb. So don't worry if it completely dies up. That can be normal in very cold winter temperatures. But because mine are kept here in the conservatory, they sort of carry on growing all the way through. But all through the year, whatever time of year, you'll always get these dried up bits. And if you're not familiar, especially with Venus Flytraps, you'll think your plant is dying. But I'm sure it's just perfectly normal. And what must just come off with just a touch. And all you need to do here is just get a really good pair of sharp scissors, clean sharp scissors. Either use nail scissors or some that are very fine, so you can get right down to the base. Now, the trick is obviously you don't want to set off the traps because setting them off accidentally can weaken the plant. So what you need to do is to pick up one of the dried up bits. Make sure it's completely dried up. If there's still a bit of green on it, you can just wait till it dries up from the base. Get the sharp end of the scissors right down to the very, 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 very bottom, making sure you're not clipping off any of the healthy shoots, and then just clip right at the base. There you go. Come away, and that's just how you trim off the dead bits. Again, right down to the very base. Just come off anyway on its own. This one here, right down to the very, very base. Like so. And I'll do this, there's only a few on here, so I could do this all the way around. Only turning it around. Again, right down to the very base. Like I say, you can leave these on, but I think they always look a bit unsightly. And sometimes when they're sitting on the top like that, because Venus Flytraps need to always be kept damp, it can encourage fungal. So it's always best to snip them off once they've gone brown and dried up anyway. And turn it around. Snip that's come away on its own. And you can also use tweezers if you've got any that are a bit hard to reach, just to pull them apart so you don't set the traps off. That's come away easy enough. And cut off the dry bits. And that's all you have to do. That's it. I think that's pretty much all done. There you go. And, that's it. So that's still got a bit of green on it, some leaves. There you go, that's the Venus Flytrap done. I'm going to do that with all the other ones. But I don't need to explain the whole thing through there. Look how much neater it looks, it's far better. And now I'm going to do my big old Nepenthes alata and show you how I trim the pitches off that. Now this is my big old Nepenthes alata. Now, if any of you knows differently, I presume this is a Nepenthes alata. I've had it over 20 years, and when I bought it, it was just classed as a Nepenthes species. But I assume it's an alata by looking at the lovely pictures. And all you have to do with these, I've had this for so many years, is literally the same thing as the Venus Flytrap. It's just cutting it right back down to the old dead leaf. Now, with these plants is the same thing. The old leaves die back. But obviously, because I'm going to be trimming this is normally hanging up as a lovely long hanging basket. But when it comes to trimming them off, I take it out obviously the hanging basket, put it onto a table where I can reach it. And let's get trimming then, shall we, guys? Again, get the old dried up leaf, right back down to the stalk there, snip it off like so, then go back down to the next one, right down to the base, like so, snip. Again, you don't have to do this, you can leave the pictures on, but I always think it looks far neater and attractive to remove all the dead pictures. I'm not somebody that cuts them off the minute I see them. To me, it's natural just to leave them till they build up like this and then do them all as a good trim all in one go. Again, just cut it right back. Now, it's natural as Nepenthes age, with the original stems as they grow on, it's natural for them to go woody. So don't think that that's the actual stem that these dead parts, the dead leaves are coming off are dead. They're not. That's just a natural woodiness. So don't touch them unless obviously you're wanting to propagate them for cuttings. But again, cut right back there. And now I'm not going to bore you by doing the whole lot, because I'm probably going to be here for you a good few minutes. So I'm just going to show you basically what to do. Again, this is a natural part of the woodiness of the stem there, so you don't have to worry about that or the healthy growth. Just these the old dead leaves. Again, right down to the base, and then snip. Now do one more just to show you. Again, right closer to the top, like so. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the finished result with all the old dead pictures and leaves off. And that's it then, guys. And this one here is, if you get the picture, see that's all dried up there completely. And then find out right down to the base of where it's coming from, right down to the original leaf there, right down to the very bottom, and then snip like so. There you go, guys. That's the finished result with the big Nepenthes. And I've got it back up in its hanging basket back in the conservatory. I've lowered it down this time so I can reach it, because I always had to get on a ladder to water it before. And I'll show you there, I've got it on a rope and lovely hanging basket. And as you can see up here, these are all the stems where I've cut all the old pictures and leaves off, and this is all the new growth. And it looks so much tidier, doesn't it, guys? And that's really all you have to do, is just cutting back the old growth. I say you don't have to do it, it's purely aesthetics. I just think it looks a lot better to see all the green growth instead of all the old dried up pictures and leaves. Isn't that wonderful, guys? And this Nepenthes I've had for well over 20 years, so it's been in my collection a long, long time. So it's very special to me. Look at that lovely pictures. Now what I did, when I was outside, I was putting the washing out earlier, I actually found a dead fly. Obviously it had freshly died, so I popped it into the picture, so it's had a little treat. If I find any dead flies when I'm out and about on my walks, I know it might sound disgusting, guys, but I will bring them back and feed it to the Nepenthes and my other carnivores. So there you go, everybody. I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of happy growing, as always. Now, see if this little Nepenthes, or the big Nepenthes, I should say, should do a little bit of a spin for you. There you go, look, it's even modelling itself for you, giving itself a little spin for you. I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of happy growing, as always, from Ireland. Until my next video, bye!